Filming on. Go. Action.
Hello everybody. I think you know where we are, don't you? If you don't, you should do. We're in Parky's Picnic. We're here to talk about something that I call the tale of oil, okay? Because it's one of these stories that's happened with oil that reveals a bigger truth about our foodscape here in Dubai, all across the world in fact. So, here we have saturated fat, okay? We have fat that stays solid at room temperature. It's butter, okay? And there are loads of these types of saturated fats in our world. You have duck fat, goose fat, lard, tallow, butter. These fats have been around for thousands and thousands of years, okay? Now, about 40 years ago, led by the American government, we decided to go to war on saturated fats, okay? And we thought, you know, these guys were, this was not backed by science, by the way, or even backed by stuff we see in the empirical world. We have something called the French paradox, which is the French are a nation where they live on saturated fat, wines and cheeses, they love it, but they've got low prevalence of heart disease. So why we decided to attack saturated fat and say it's responsible for heart disease, I don't know. But that's what we did. We went to war and the food companies backed the governments up and they decided to say, look, these are the ones we should be looking at, okay? Polyunsaturated fats. If you think I'm a weirdo for having a big bottle of oil in my Parky's Picnic, don't worry too much about that, it is what it is. So these guys, the liquid oils, these are supposed to be the healthier versions, the polyunsaturated fats, okay? So we decided to go for, you know, oilseed rape and stuff like this. Now this was a smart move for the food companies because these oils are really, really cheap compared to these oils that are very expensive. So we could stuff these into foods, say that they're healthier, and you know, it's a win-win. But it's not a win-win because these bad boys have a few problems. First of all, when you heat them, their chemical structure is destroyed. They're much more delicate than these bad boys. These heat better than these. Second of all, they're unstable at room temperature, okay? You know, so these are very hard to put into products. So what we did, we came up with a process derived from soaps called hydrogenation. It was how we made soaps. So we basically took the liquid oils and heated them with hydrogen atoms in the presence of a nickel catalyst, okay? Yeah, I know it sounds like a chemistry experiment. That's what we did. And we came up with partially hydrogenated oils, which were much more stable at room temperatures. Winner, okay? Because we could then use these in products, get rid of the unhealthy saturated fats, and make loads of money. Problem, when you hydrogenate oils, you create trans fats, okay? Now, trans fats are now proven beyond all shadow of a doubt. Don't forget, these aren't proven to give you any heart disease by science. Trans fats have been proven they're linked to heart disease, cancers. They're one of the most unhealthy foods you can eat, okay? So, what happened? We got rid of these saturated fats in favor of these unsaturated fats. We hydrogenated them so that they were usable at room temperature. That creates trans fats, and trans fats are incredibly bad for us, okay? Now this, the tale of oil, is exactly what we do again and again and again with food. We create an enemy, in this case it was saturated fat, so that we can sell a solution, okay? But the solution, if nature doesn't support it, we bend nature to our whim, we hydrogenate oils, and the moment we start bending nature, messing around with it and treating it like some dirty whore, she fights back and millions of people die, okay? That's the tale of oil. Hope it helps you guys. If you like what we're doing and you want to help make Dubai a healthier place, why don't you share this vid? Much love, all the best, goodbye.